What's up, Aries? Welcome to your December 2018 love reading. Okay, this is going to be perfect for you if you are an Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If this message does not apply, please check out your other signs because it's just not going to resonate with us every month. It's just impossible. And I want to say thank you to all of you guys who have supported me. It's been almost a year. I can't even fucking believe it. It'll be officially a year next month in January. Well, it's November right now, but you know what I'm saying. This is December read, so next month in January, officially a year. And I'm just so appreciative of you guys. I'm so appreciative of you guys, okay? If you guys are curious about what's going on, generally speaking, I do my general readings, so make sure that you look that up as well. And let's do this. So, Aries. Aries. I'm gonna keep it real with you. For the most part, it seems like the focus is not relationships, like romantic ones, with the options that you have in front of you. I'm not trying to say this to be mean, but for those who this resonates with, it looks like whoever you may have been dealing with wants not to deal with you anymore. But at the same time, look, let me just get into it because this is just going to sound dumb until I really get into it. I don't know that relationships and all that is really the priority or really the thing right now. Not with what you're working with. I will say that. Not with who you're wanting it from. I will say that. And I feel like in the grand scheme of things, you've got other issues that you need to work on, like one being family issues. You got the card of healing family issues. Now, I know I normally go over this card at the end, but it felt like it was something really important to kind of preface this reading with. Healing family issues. Now, of course, this can be like with your husband, with your, whatever. But for lots of you, I feel like this is deep-rooted mommy daddy issues, which, trust me and believe, most of us have a mommy, a daddy, or a both issue, okay? But the thing is, it's important to face these things because I feel like you're still letting these issues get in the way and they have an effect on the people you are trying to be with. It has effect on the way you pick your partner, the type of person you pick, the type of shit you allow. Some of you guys need to really go deep within, and I don't know if that involves, talking to someone, if that involves talking to your mom or talking to your dad about issues that are deep rooted in you. But healing family issues in terms of love all around is going to be key. Some of you guys need to talk to your kids. You may be having issues with your kids at this moment, and or they may be having issues with you, and it affects everything, right? Shit like that has tentacles. It's not just, it just affects you and your kids' relationship, or you and your mom's relationship, you and your dad's relationship. It affects how we go forward and move forward with relationships in general. So that's going to be really key. Now, the unseen energy, what's at the bottom of the deck, is that Queen of Pentacles card. I think of a mother when I think of Queen of Pentacles, right? Like, she probably has a bunch of kids and she's like, they all eat really good things that are gluten-free, and you know what I mean? Like, she's very earthy, in touch with nature, likes to take walks, maybe has a green thumb, likes to plant her shit, grow her own shit, eat her own fruits and vegetables. This is someone who's financially stable. This is someone who's very secure where she is, okay? She might have her own business. She might have her own things going off, but this woman is secure, right? It is a pentacle. Pentacles are all about the security and the stability. Now, I feel like that has been an issue with you guys, right? With this Five of Wands underneath it. But I feel like really right now what you guys are doing is working on yourselves, because right off the bat, the first card that I pulled for you is Temperance. Temperance is all about, it's really, okay, so it's Sagittarius energy, but it's very much about finding balance and finding, figuring out a way for things to flow easier, right? She's pouring, the angel's pouring the water from, one cup to another, and it's not splashing all about. It's not making a huge mess. It's flowing easy, right? one foot on rock, one foot in the water, very much grounded, very much emotional. I feel like you guys are just in a place of, if the relationship is not something that's going to flow, and not to say that it needs to be perfect, because come on, like, how old are we? We know that no relationship is perfect, and every relationship, even the good ones, have struggles and struggle moments. But I feel like you're like, if the overwhelming energy of this relationship isn't something that I can flow with, and something that is, easy, if this person isn't easy for me to love, then I don't know. That's what I'm looking for, right? I really feel like that. And I feel like you guys are being guided again this month. In your general read, I talked about how your sense of intuition is going to be very heightened this month. So know that you are guided. You got people, you got spirit guides, you got angels, ancestors around you that are trying to kind of push you in the right direction. It's going to be up to you to listen now, okay? Now, after that, you've got the Three of Pentacles. So some of you guys may be, especially if you're single, like you guys may be exploring and kind of out there dating, talking to, like, it's lightweight stuff though, right? With the Three of Pentacles. Um, again, earth energy, very strong. I feel like you guys are making some strong connections out there. Now, whether they turn romantic or not, I don't know. This just feels like, especially for those of you Aries, have kind of put yourself away, like tucked yourself away to not get hurt, and have really kind of been in this place of feeling pain and all this of the past. This just feels like this is a really good baby step of you guys just putting yourself out there again, and you being very open, right? Because Three of Pentacles talks about the most unlikely characters and the most unlikely people coming together and to build something beautiful. And so I think a lot of you guys are at this place where some of you, you're just right out on the dating scene again now. And you're not really taking anything seriously, but you're using this opportunity to just mingle and have a good time, have good laughs, make connections that could end up working out in terms of work, or, maybe later down the road, maybe romantic, but nothing feels like it's sticking right now. And part of the reason is because even though you guys are going out there and you guys are mingling and everything, you have that Four of Pentacles right next to it. And this is an energy of being closed off. Closed off energy does not invite love. Okay? If someone senses that you are closed off or you are guarded, it does not invite love. So if love is what you're looking for, this is something that you might want to course correct. Now, a lot of you guys too, there's a focus on your money. There's a focus on saving. A lot of you guys feel like you have been without, and there's almost like this fear of, if I let this pentacle go, that's it. But again, that energy doesn't leave space for a whole lot of opportunity to come in. See how he's got this pentacle in front of his chest? You see how he's got that? He's holding those pentacle under his feet, honey. Look how he's got that pentacle on top of his head. This is a person who's holding back. So although you are, I feel like a lot of you maybe taking the time to take a chance and kind of go out there, mingle a little bit more. Just know that I'm not gonna say you could be doing better. That's hella fucked up. You could be doing better, girl. You're hella guarded. I mean, kind of though. Not just in terms of, like, if love is what you want, you're not giving off necessarily like the vibe of, I mean, you're not supposed to be hella thirsty, but there is something about you that is reading as a little bit guarded. And that's fine, because everybody's different and everybody has to get to where they're going on their own time. But just know that if a relationship is what you are in fact looking and hoping for, your energy reads a little bit guarded. So if there are people who are around you who are interested in you, especially there's a lot of earth here, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and then we've got that Temperance card, which is Sagittarius. I'm just telling you so you're aware of what you look like and what you feel like to others, okay? Now, other person, Ten of Swords. Let me just do it like this. I'm going to do their whole lineup. First of all, the whole damn lineup is swords. Swords, I don't necessarily care for when it comes to a love reading. But this is why I say it feels like whoever you guys maybe have your eyes set on, or if you guys had a relationship that broke up recently, it feels like they're just ready to move on. Like on. So 10 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Let's break it down. 10 of Swords, completion. Completion of bad shit, completion of feeling drained emotionally, mentally, like feeling like you were stabbed in the back, feeling like things are just too much. This person is dead. Cut me. I'm dead. I'm dead. Put me out. I'm dead. Right? It's essentially a death to a situation, right? Because after the 10, we go right back to the 1. We start over, right? So it is implying that a cycle is closing out with someone. Now, you can be dealing with air, sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever. And that can be Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, especially if this is a family thing. I know this is a love reading, but family love counts too, right? All loves matter. If you're dealing with an air sign person in your family or in a relationship, what they need right now, what they want right now is space. Now, I will say with whoever this person is, whether it be romantic, those of you who are looking at this as a romantic read, which I assume most of you are, the end of hard times of dealing with someone, like that's here, right? Where they are is finding truth for themselves. What do they need to do for themselves? They're going deep within. They might be very distant. This person you probably haven't even talked to in a while. 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months, whatever. But this person is really taking time out to find truth for themselves, right? They're probably, just like we talked about in your general reading, how you're doing a lot of soul searching and listening to your intuition, and like with that Hierophant card, really kind of trying to find your vibe and what you believe and all this stuff. I feel like they are too, right? Right now, it seems like their focus is their mental stability and clarity and their truth, right? And I feel like they're in a place where they're trying to find that. Unfortunately, if there's someone that you've been dealing with and you're feeling like this resonates, now is not the time. Now is not. And it seems like this person, through their meditation, through their going deep within, through their praying and whatever else, they're just realizing it's too tough. There's too much. Too much has happened. This is too much. This is too hard. It's too bumpy, and it's always been too bumpy, and they just want to move on to something smoother too. And, there's nothing wrong with that because, I mean, yeah, it hurts. Nobody likes to feel rejected, but they're freeing you up to somebody else who can handle you. I'm sorry, but in this situation, it feels like you are too much for them, right? Because this is in their line. Now, of course, this can be swapped depending on, this is a general reading. Somebody is too much for somebody. So it's too much. It's too much. And with this 10 of Swords being where they are, and followed by the 4 of Swords and followed by the 6 of Swords, I get the feeling that this has been an ongoing cycle. Like, you guys have probably tried to play Mr. Fix-It and fix the shit over and over again. And now it's like, they're like, no, honestly, like literally this time I've gone within, I've searched, deep within myself. I found wisdom. I meditated on this. I prayed on this. I asked God, I got to go. It's too much. Okay. Now, blocks. Page of Wands. Now, this for me works very closely with this 4 of Pentacles, because remember, I'm saying some of you Aries, it feels like there's an energy of you guys kind of being closed off. So even though some of you guys might be out there mingling and you feel like you're out there and really like giving dating a chance just because you left the house, your energy may read something else, right? And so you're not even noticing this around you. Page of Wands, this is really exciting energy actually, because it's Page of Wands is like that loyal friend. It's a sign of good luck and good things to come. It's a passionate situation. This could be another fire sign like yourself. Um, but really I feel like that is what's saying like you're halfway your block because you're so closed off energetically. Energetically. And again, that's not even super bad, but if love is what you want, then that's something you kind of got to check at the door. So again, we look at these cards. If there's things that you don't like, if there's things that are undesirable that are coming up, this is a chance for you to look at it and course correct. Because again, sometimes it'll bring to light things that you aren't even aware of. Like maybe you aren't even aware of that you're looking like the Four of Pentacles or that you're coming off as the standoffish Four of Pentacles. But maybe you are. And so then that makes you your block, right? And then what it does as far as it being a page, right? Pages are messages of things coming in. If there are potential suitors who are interested in you, it's like it puts their extension, their offer at a pause because they don't know what to do with you. Okay? Now, advice to move forward. You guys have the King of Cups. And I really want to clarify him. It better not be this Pisces person I was talking to you guys about in the general reading. Honestly, I'm over it. Sorry. I'm just saying. Really for me, before I even pull a card, let me just say your advice for moving forward. I feel like this is to open up your heart a little bit more, right? Especially those of you who feel like you've been damaged by someone in the past. The King of Cups is very emotionally intelligent, right? It doesn't matter what he's gone through, he still is very kind and very open heart. Like he keeps his heart open to everybody, like in a universal love type of way. So I think it's important that you lead with that. Lead with that loving universal energy because that's how you attract it to you, right? If that's what you want. And especially, it felt like in your general reading that a King of Cups energy is like what you want. You want someone who's kind and patient and, all that good stuff. And in order to get that, you have to be that. You just have to be that to a certain extent. Why did Aries get King of Cups? The Wheel. Yes, it's time. It's time to drop the hurt, drop the pain, and be this loving person who's open. Yes, still be smart and take your brain with you, which the King of Cups is, right? King of Cups, the king of any suit is the most mature and seasoned of the suit. So there's ways of you to be kind and open-hearted and, have that loving energy without playing yourself. If you're worried about playing yourself, you can't be worried about that and be out here trying to date on the scene, girl. Like you can't do that. There has to be a certain level of vulnerability that you open yourself up to so that you can get what you want in terms of love. And then 5 of Swords to close it out with. Again, just going back to, I think that you guys are having a fine time going around dating and meeting new people. But you're being very, what's the word? You're being very calculated about who and what you deal with. Now, if there is this water sign person that I've been talking about, especially in the general read, look at how this person, this 5 of Swords, is looking at him like, mm-mm-mm. So indicating to me if there is a person in the past that's a water sign that's hurt you, I feel like you'll be dropping that, okay? You'll be dropping that. And maybe that's what you guys need to move on. Maybe you guys still, even though you feel like you've dropped them, maybe you still haven't fully dropped them. You know what I mean? And so like you're carrying around this hurt, on your sleeve and you don't even realize it. And going forward, dropping them is what's needed in order for you to move on. See how he's looking at him? Like, please, I don't even care about you. What are you talking about? It's almost like an energy of that's what's going on. And that's what's needed in order to progress your love life. Also, with you dating, I just feel like you guys are going about things in a different way in terms of when you're seeing signs of, red flags right in the beginning, you're just like, no, thanks. That was really nice, but no. There is an indication here. I'm feeling that you guys have learned lessons through whatever hurt you've been through in the past, so it's really good, Aries. But just make sure if dating is what you want, that you're open enough to it, not in a stupid way, but you have to be open in order for someone to want to extend a love offer to you. Because the Four of Pentacles is just not inviting. Like, it's just not that inviting energy. I'm not talking to nobody who feels like they're just like, tight, honey, just tight, don't want to loosen up at all. That's what that is. Um, but again, for most of you, or a good number of you, I do feel like family issues and just really feeling grounded and feeling good yourself, um, and feeling stable is more the priority than it is for love. And that could be affecting your love life. Like, no, let me just get my shit together first. You got the Three of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles, and then the bottom of the deck is that Queen of Pentacles. So there is this sense of your priorities are not necessarily love, but you'll dip and dabble when you're bored. Um, but yeah, that's what I have for you guys. If you would like a personal reading, please reach out to me. I am offering those. And we can look into we can look into your situation further. As you know, these are general. So I thank you guys. I love you guys. I will talk to you guys soon, okay? Bye, Aries.